Welcome to the TimeControl Online Learning Center. Today we're going to take a look at timesheet approvals. I've logged in as Gail Robinson, and Gail is working on this week's timesheet. She's already entered in 2 lines of her timesheet to add up to 4 days of work. And we're just going to finish off Gail's timesheet here for Friday. And we're going to accidentally type in 88 instead of 8 hours for her week. So that we have an error in the system for sure, and see how that what happens when we try to release that. So Gail now, instead of a 40-hour timesheet, has a 120-hour timesheet, which we can see down here at the bottom. Let's go release this. Where it's going to release to is Tom Logan. Tom is Gail's supervisor. That's the next person in the path for release. So we'll click on yes, do I want to release it for sure. And TimeControl now says, that's an error. You cannot charge more than 24 hours in a single day. That error comes from the TimeControl validation rules in the administration area. A system can have an unlimited number of validation rules. These are business rules that can be defined for everyone or only for certain types of people to make rules that are appropriate for their use. So in this case, this is a pretty general rule that would apply to everyone, no more than 24 hours in a day. But you might have other rules which say no sick leave on weekends if you're a salaried person, or no overtime unless you're someone who's allowed to charge overtime. In this case, let's go back and change this. This information to say we want really only 8 hours there, and we'll save that by clicking the little save button. And now we have a 40-hour timesheet, and we'll go release that now to Tom. Yes, we want to release that. TimeControl checks the validation rules, and in this case finds out that the rules have all been passed, and the owner of that timesheet is now Tom Logan. Gail was the last owner. We'll let it load that up. And you can see that Gail no longer has control over copying, adding, inserting, or anything else. For a moment or two, Gail can unrelease the timesheet, bring back the timesheet to her own control. But as soon as Tom looks at that timesheet, she'll no longer be able to do that. So this is only available for a few moments or minutes until Tom sees this timesheet, and then that option will be removed. For Tom, once he logs in, he'll be able to release or reject the timesheet, in which case it would come back to the original source person, Gail Robinson, for corrections. And so this mix of validation rules that are done manually and validation rules that are done automatically allows a great volume of timesheets to go through the system at very high speed. To see how TimeControl deals with approvals in a matrix process, we invite you to take a look on the TimeControl.com website for the matrix approval process, which you'll find in the timesheet in the solutions area. So that's it. Simple timesheet approvals inside TimeControl.